In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. And the Tar Heels will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, baby.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile one.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it to the right here. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Trying to get to him. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contained. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? After run, now throw. Touchdown, Miami! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Miami, 7, North Carolina, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Stevens. Makes the grab over the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. This offense has a 2nd down play. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off covered. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Hit as he throws. He makes the catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. To the ground with the back. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Now the play fake. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Stevens. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Canes. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
North Carolina, 0.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Pulled and fired complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Stevens. Got him downfield. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered out.
And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
North Carolina.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes his connection. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now on 2nd down. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Still running at the 35. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, UNC! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looking at a 2nd and short now. He wants to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. The play action fake. Feeling some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with a sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Got his hand down the middle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. He's going to pass. Looking to scramble. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Finds a soft spot in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
North Carolina, 21.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers who
Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes you just got to give credit. Like, we had it covered. We knew it was a pass. Everything covered underneath, but the quarterback does such a good job of making that second play something special, pulling it down, getting the 1st down pretty easy.
Using the quick game. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the 1st half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Stevens. Finds his tight end. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start the 2nd half.
North Carolina, 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Another incompletion on third down. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
38, North Carolina, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. First down for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Looking for a huge play. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. Line gets set. First down. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. Just steamrolling his way through. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the stomping has commenced.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
North Carolina,
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Release to the back. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. The offense set for a first down play. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Got his man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. Maybe you want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
A lot of guys on defense playing really well with their eyes right now. They were not fooled by that jet sweep.
Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
52, North Carolina, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
He's going to take off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking deep down the right side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the pass game.
Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe.
Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
59, North Carolina, 21.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To the air, it's Stevens. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
And they'll take over.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He'll run it again. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. And the Canes have taken it inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the route is on. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Back to throw, it's Stevens. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Line getting set on 2nd down. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling